Gândul că mișau, mișau la alții. Tu știi tu tirai și că pochiți că vreau să spălănesc. Mă buc. Da, mă buc.
Battle for Earth begins.
Anything else that might get in the way of our ideal must be destroyed immediately.
The ultimate enemy has arrived. Their single purpose: destroy our world.
I'm sure God would understand the steps we're taking.
Those who oppose them, die.
Let me repeat that. If this mission fails, if we are unsuccessful, we have no future.
We've had enough! Isn't it about time that people realize the ones posing the most threat are none other than yourselves?
This is not me. This result is natural.
What this is war.
Commence destruction.
Now, these pirates will shake the foundations of the Alliance and change the course of history.
The attitude that's ticking people off.
If they can stay alive.
Those Gundam pilots are desperate. They'll battle even if it means forfeiting their lives. Mission accepted. Of course not.
It's like it is with stars. There are bright ones and there are those that are dim.
Both sides prepare for the final battle. Suit up.
Nothing good can ever come from staying with normal people.
Be very careful.
Mankind has reached the stars.
There has to be some form of punishment.
Love the women that make plastic. Those are the ones that love me. Time out! Get set! And go. But I'm surging with women. Hillary Clinton's a bigot. He would not be my first choice, that I can tell.
Because you'll be in jail.
Would I approve waterboarding? You bet your ass I'd approve.
And I'd bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding.
Go home to mama.
This system is rigged.
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
I guarantee you there's no problem.
I think we should take a drug test prior to the debate. I never heard that one before.
Circuitry and metal, cold and emotionless, carry out tasks without conscience. Robots, thousands, programmed for destruction. March towards the future is coming. Man's greatest inventions, making the impossible possible, are no longer under our control.
Technological strength will just become a threat to the Earth.
This new breed of technology makes humanity obsolete. Robots, thinking, acting on their own, begin their march toward domination. These machines, built by man, serve no one. The robots among us, watching, waiting, calculate their new world order. Their time is coming. They cannot be stopped.
Attention, strange weapons are approaching. Attention, strange weapons are approaching.
With perfect weapons and superior intelligence, robots rule this planet. Let the fall of mankind give way to a new age.
This little mudball of a planet doomed anyway.
Century 0079. The 1-year war rages on. Spacenoids against Earth dwellers.
I'm gonna drive the Xeon forces right off the Earth.
Zeke against Faye.
Not bad for a Betty, but I bet you're not ready for this!
As both sides prepare for the final battle.
Run for it!
The secret love of two enemies may be mankind's only hope for peace.
Feeling it? Do you believe you can still fire at the enemy?
We're no better than they are.
We're in a fight, well,
happens from now on, you stand firm and face your destiny without fear, but with courage. What awaits him down the path, he will then have to choose.
No one's gonna give you a map. You've gotta walk your own path.
The children leave their homes in search of this quest.
What is thy desire?
As they search, they are always asking questions. What's out there? What's waiting for me?
Why was I made? Who made me? And what did they make me for?
You gonna go up into space with your old man or not?
Maybe I'll never get over this.
I've lived my life following my dreams, and I don't have any regrets.
You're gonna just keep running away?
Just keep running away? I'm not running.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Believe in yourself and create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
It's I love you, but it's still up. Y'all dealing with a different kind of animal here. So they're gonna have to take my life before they take my people. We ain't taking it no more, bro.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. You're watching another episode of Controlled Substance. I'm your host, Orphan, and today we're just going to do a little deep dive. I haven't seen the full thing, so we're going to watch Trump's post-indictment speech live here on stream. We're going to give our thoughts. We're going to see what's going on. Check this out. Rachel Maddow was live when the Trump speech was live. And she said she would not carry Trump's live remarks because they don't lie. Excuse me? POV, my nose when I say MSNBC doesn't lie. So, Rachel Maddow, you're telling me that you don't lie on MSNBC ever? Excuse me? Obviously, that is a lie in and of itself. So we are going to take a look. Pardon the green light today. I got to get like a white light in here. When it's cloudy outside, so when it's sunny outside, it's fine. But when it's cloudy outside, I got to put the light on, my slum light. And then when the slum light is on, then everything looks off. The vibe's off. What's it? I'm not sure, Mike. I'm not sure if you're a bot. It seems like you're a bot. Democrat here. Love watching nutty right wingers continue to melt down. Fair enough, man. Welcome, Mike. Welcome, unnamed Mike. All right, check this out. Check this out. Oh, you're not a bot? Well, welcome, Mike. I'm glad to see you here. Oh, shit. Hold up. Gotta link up the browser again. How's your day going, Mike? There we go. Okay, there we go. Bingo, bango. There's our browser. All right, check this out.
I need to say that former President Trump has just started making public remarks, just as he did on the evening of his first arraignment on criminal charges. That was April, when he was booked on 34 felony counts brought by the state of New York. Now, tonight, after his arraignment on federal felony charges, he's speaking again, this time to an audience of his supporters that's gathered for a campaign fundraiser tonight at his golf club and summer home in New Jersey. We knew heading into this...
How many homes does this dude have? We looked up the other day how many bathrooms Mar-a-Lago has. It's like 38 bathrooms in Mar-a-Lago. That's wild. That's wild. One day I hope to have 38 bathrooms, and it was like 50 bedrooms or something. I'll get there.
He was planning to make these remarks. We are prepared for his pre-fundraiser remarks tonight to again be essentially a Trump campaign speech. Because of that, we do not intend to carry these remarks live. As we have said before in these circumstances, there is a cost to us as a news organization to knowingly broadcast untrue things. We are here to bring you the news. It hurts our ability to do that if we live broadcast what we fully expect in advance to be a litany of lies and false accusations, no matter who says them. And I do not say this with any glee. I hope it is clear that this is not a glib decision. We take our responsibilities seriously. We revisit decisions like this all the time. We make the best call that we can in real time, every time. But tonight, our call is this. We will monitor that speech by the newly indicted former president. We will not carry his remarks live. If he says anything newsworthy, we promise we will turn that right around and bring it back to you.
Well, there you go. Can't say I'm super surprised. Here's the thing. This is first of all saying that they haven't even watched it, but they don't want to broadcast any true things. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I guess if they don't want to cover Trump, then, I mean, honestly, I don't know why they haven't done this before. We saw it in the lead up to 2016 and all throughout his presidential campaign, and even in his first term and after his first term, they continue to give him press. Trump cracked the system. He cracked the system, and he gets press no matter what. If you stop showing him, he won't have an avenue to get support. He's already censored. I tried to find the speech that we're going to watch today on YouTube, and I literally could not find the full speech. So the leading, highest polling Republican candidate, you cannot find his most recent speech after an indictment raw on YouTube. You can only find it with jaded commentary above it. And frankly, they should have done this a long time ago. If I was MSNBC, I wouldn't talk about him ever again. I mean, maybe they... Here's the battle that they're probably dealing with. Cable news is completely irrelevant. It's dying the same way that newspapers are dying, the same way that the Washington Post, the New York Times, they all have to make more and more extreme clickbait titles in order to get any viewership. I mean, when's the last time that you paid for a newspaper or for an article online for that matter? Every single time that I read an article and it comes to a paywall, I just go find it somewhere else. And because we're in a completely dependent ad revenue and click revenue dependent system, sponsors, all these things, unless you want to start throwing away money, they need those clicks. And so they need to continue to say things that are more and more extreme. So they need Trump. Trump realized that, and he says all sorts of crazy shit. So he busted the system. He knows that the more outrageous stuff that he says, the the more they have to put him on the front page, the headline story. But that butts completely up against their agenda of keeping him out of office. So there's a kind of a between a rock and a hard place that mainstream media is in. And if they really don't want him to be president, they're going to have to stop talking about him almost altogether. He's just too charming. You can't put charming Donald Trump as a headline of your as the main news story every single day and not expect people to fall in love with the man. Turn on some lo-fi beats real quick. There we go. I mean, for Pete's sake, I'm falling in love with the man. He's turning me gay. I'm gay for Trump. Sorry to my wife. Sorry to tell everyone, but I'm coming out of the closet right now as a Trump gay. Gays for Trump. Next year, you're going to see me as Miss MAGA in a dress at CPAC, shilling for Trump. It's just the natural progression of things, and it's because of these news outlets. They keep showing him. They keep showing his beautiful face. That hair. How does he still have hair? He's like 85. How does an 85-year-old man still have that much hair? It's incredible. We've got to move on. Got to move on. So this is the preamble. This speech that we're about to watch and we're about to talk about is so disgusting that it cannot be shown. That is Hitler level stuff there. I can't travel back in time to kill Hitler because I'd fall into the gaze of his deep blue eyes. Does it live up to the hype? I don't know. I hope so. Frankly, I want to see some wild stuff coming out of Trump's mouth. Because I really haven't seen anyone covering this, so that either means that it's kind of a boring speech, which is possible. He's been better now that there's other contenders in the race. But the last 4 years, he's been real low energy. He's been kind of a bore just complaining about how they're witch hunting him. So, let's see. I had to go to Odyssey. Odyssey, the censorship-free YouTube knockoff, to even find this speech. So this is on C-SPAN. Maybe it's on the C-SPAN YouTube page, but check this out. Here, let's do it real quick. Because I keep running up against this again and again. Yo, there I am. I'm famous. Here, Trump post indictment speech. Okay. All of the approved media sources. Oh, here it is. Maybe I searched something different last time.
Well, thank you very much.
KUSI. Oh no, this is just really bad quality. Here's a 3-minute cut from the Associated Press. So, I mean, here's what I'm saying. Like, it should be number one. If you're looking for just Trump's speech, it should just be here. Former President Donald Trump delivers remarks. Remember the laptop from hell? Oh, he talks about Hunter? Okay, sweet. Let's watch it.
Heavy, and we're all watching them here. And some of you like the music so much that you'd rather hear the music, and I understand that very well. So we're doing combinations.
How's that
of
sound
both.
for you
I'd
guys?
like
Is that
to welcome
quiet?
the fake news media, which is back there. There's a lot of people back there.
How about that?
That's incredible. That's a big group. They must be expecting something big tonight. Actually, they were hoping for big losses, but that's not happening. So the numbers have been amazing so far. Now, this is just up until this point. But as of this moment on endorsements, with the nominations, we had a total of 330 endorsements on nominations. This is only on nominations. This isn't for tonight. And of the 330, we won 200. We won 324. So if you think 224, and some of those were...
Okay, hold up. more from Vincent Fusco Q. Okay, Q presenting 2,000 years of history. It looks like a lot of a lot of alien stuff on the side here. I just want to watch a normal video. I don't understand why why a C-SPAN speech needs to be re-uploaded from someone who's talking about reptilian reptobirth. I can't help myself. Here, let me just see what this is about.
Vu qu'on n'a pas assez de fils, un seul.
I'm glad this is like 240p. Oh my god, it's actually 144p. What? That has to be on purpose. The only options here are 144p and 224p. First of all, why is the 4 there? That's not a standard. That's not a standard format. Holy shit. It's got to be because it looks so fake if it's any sort of real quality. Ah! Okay. Anyways.
Long shots, in all fairness. They were down in 5th place. We had a lot of people.
Wait, this is only 4 minutes? Okay, let me go try and find another video. Let's go to that YouTube one and see if maybe the low quality is okay.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. It's a great honor to have you here. And
that sounds
today
so...
we witnessed the most evil and heinous abuse of...
I can't listen to that for half an hour. Okay, let me try and find another one. Well, how are you guys doing? How's your day going? Should have done better prep, I suppose, but... Let's see if we can find one that doesn't burn our eardrums to the ground. Let's go to C-SPAN.
A healthy democracy.
It's a 9-minute clip. It looks, from what I've seen, like the whole thing is about half an hour. If anyone has a link, shoot it to me. I am down to be taking links for this, as long as it's the full thing. Okay, you see what I mean? I literally just want to watch the speech. Maybe it's arraignment? Is this like a YouTube thing? Is it just only lucrative to post part of it?
Right now, an historic day for the first time.
Is because he's the 47th president.
He would like to become the 47th president. He is the...
Could happen in America. Never thought it could happen. The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it. From the beginning, the Democrats spied on my campaign. Remember that? They attacked me with an onslaught of fraudulent investigations. Russia, Russia, Russia. Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Impeachment hoax number 1. Impeachment hoax number 2. The illegal and unconstitutional raid on Mar-a-Lago, right here. They're lying to the FISA courts, the FBI and DOJ.
This isn't even it. I'm about to lose it. He said he's at Mar-a-Lago. Yesterday's speech was not at Mar-a-Lago. It was in like New Jersey or something, right? Okay, what? How am I going crazy here? Am I just not finding it? I feel like I'm going insane. Should be able to watch a speech that the Republican candidate said after he was historically arraigned in Florida. It's not too much to, it should not be too much to ask. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with the worst audio quality of all time.
Thank you very much, everybody. We have to save our country. God bless you all. God bless you all. And I never thought anything like this could happen in America. Never thought it could happen. The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it. From the beginning, the Democrats...
It sounds like someone recorded this with like their phone up to their laptop speaker.
Spied on my campaign, remember that? They attacked me with an onslaught of fraudulent investigations. Russia, Russia, Russia. Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Impeachment hoax number 1. Impeachment hoax number 2. The illegal and unconstitutional raid on Mar-a-Lago, right here. They're lying to the FISA courts.
This isn't even it. This is the same speech. Mike, if you're still here, you're going to get your wish because I'm about to melt down. Not from anything political, but because I just want to watch the speech. If this is on me, fine. Fine. But I don't think so. Alright, if we can't find it soon, we're going to have to talk about something else, I guess. Is this it? Was I looking for the wrong stuff? Okay, let's see. This one's 23 hours ago, so I hope this is it. The audio still sounds like it's run through a cheese grater. I want someone with musical talent to write Trump a speech, so we just have to keep playing that song over and over.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. It's a great honor to have you here. And today we witness the most evil and heinous abuse of power in the history of our country. Very sad thing to watch. A corrupt sitting president had his top political opponent arrested on fake and fabricated charges of which he and numerous other presidents would be guilty. Right in the middle of a presidential election in which he is losing very badly. This is called election interference and yet another attempt to rig and steal a presidential election. More importantly, it's a political persecution like something straight out of a fascist or a communist nation. This time will go down in infamy and China will forever be remembered as not only the most corrupt president in the history of our country, but perhaps even more importantly, the president who, together with a band of his closest thugs, misfits, and Marxists, tried to destroy American democracy. But they will fail and we will win bigger and better.
Nice. Why is he so hard on Biden?
Charging a former president of the United States under the Espionage Act of 1917 was meant for this. An act for a crime so heinous that only the death penalty would do, and threatening me with 400 years in prison for possessing my own presidential papers, which just about any other president has done, is one of the...
Is that how many charges? Is he looking at 400 years? How old is Trump?
most outrageous and vicious legal theories ever put forward in an American court of law.
You know what, frankly? If the media doesn't want to cover Trump, just don't cover it. Don't give me the worst audio quality I've ever heard in my entire life. Maybe that's their plan. Maybe their plan's to make it impossible to find, except for just ear rape. They're gonna continue to cover Trump and get the clickbait, but they're just gonna route the audio through a washing machine. This is crazy. I want to find another video, but we're half an hour in, and like I can't even find a video of this speech. I guess we're just gonna push through for a little bit. If it gets too bad, we're just gonna chill. We're gonna hang out. We're just try and get Mike to chat to us again.
The Espionage Act has been used to go after traitors and spies. It has nothing to do with a former president legally keeping his own documents. As president, the law that applies to this case is not the Espionage Act, but very simply the Presidential Records Act, which is not even mentioned in this ridiculous 44-page indictment. Under the Presidential Records Act, which is civil, not criminal, I have every right to have these documents. The crucial legal precedent.
Yeah, it sounds terrible, Iron.
The most important case ever on the subject, known as the Clinton Socks case. You know what that means? After leaving the White House, Bill Clinton kept 79 audio tapes in his sock drawer. They included discussions of U.S. military.
Why are all these ex-presidents picking the worst? They're all rich. Why are they picking the worst places to store documents? Biden has his by his Ferrari. Trump has his in one of his 38 bathrooms. And Clinton had some in his sock drawer. Hillary Clinton's email servers were in her bathroom. Guys, have you ever heard of an office? Just buy an office. You have so much money. You're literally the leaders of the free world, and you have to put these documents. Like, what is going on? Is Biden gonna, after his term's over, he's gonna put them in, like, dig an underground cellar, like a root cellar, and just put them in there for no reason? or like a children's playground, or like just put them in your office, guys. I know all these guys have libraries and offices. Just put them in a corner or behind a secret hidden door.
Involvement in Haiti, discussions of U.S. foreign policy, both defense and offense, against Cuba. Recordings of President Clinton's conversations with all of the many foreign leaders at the time. Think of that. Sensitive facts about trade negotiations taken from presidential briefings. Discussions with the Secretary of State about conflict in Bosnia and much, much more. Very big stuff. Not only was Bill Clinton never even considered for a criminal prosecution based on the tapes he took, but when he was sued for them, he won the case. Judge Amy Berman Jackson's decision states, under the statutory scheme established by the Presidential Records Act, the decision to segregate personal materials from presidential records is made by the president during the president's term.
The president.
The president's sole discretion.
He's so cool.
You're supposed to hear that, aren't you? Any normal administration, even an opposing one, would consider that to be the end, but not the corrupt Biden administration.
Boo.
The SOX decision, as it's known, also states, quote, the National Archives and Records Administration, or NARA, does not have the authority to designate material as presidential records. They don't have the authority. NARA does not have the tapes in question, and NARA lacks any right, duty, or means to seize control of them. This is law. The president enjoys unconstrained authority to make decisions regarding the disposal of documents. That's unconstrained to make that decision. Neither the archivist nor Congress has the authority to veto the president's decision. The Presidential Records Act does not confer any mandatory or even discretionary authority on the archivist to classify records. Under the statute, this responsibility is left solely to the President of the United
Boring.
States. That's the decision. Think of that.
I'm bored out of my mind.
No, just think of that. In other words, whatever documents the President decides to take with him, he has the right to do so. It's an absolute right. This is the law. And that is something that people have now seen, and it couldn't be more clear. They ought to drop this case immediately because they're destroying the country.
They gotta drop it, man. They gotta drop it.
And this is why
I see why nobody covered this. First off, literally no footage that wasn't run through an electric toothbrush exists. Glenn Schlorf. Trump is correct, you damn communists. Let's go. Based Glenn? Mr. Schlorf in the house? Let's go. Yeah, nobody covered this because you literally can't hear it. And then second off, it's just him talking about dumb laws. Nobody cares about laws anymore. We need to throw out every single law in our entire country, and we need to make new ones. I don't care what Clinton did in the 1650s. You know what I do care about? Not getting taken over by AI overlords. You got any classified documents on that, Trump? President Biden probably has documents on chocolate ice cream. And that is something that I am more likely to read than whatever Trump has stored in his 85 bathrooms. All right, let's keep going. Maybe it'll pick up.
no other president, even those who kept far more documents there, has ever been even investigated, let alone charged with a crime. Because the sham indictment put forward by the Biden administration included staged photographs of boxes at Mar-a-Lago. Many people have asked me why I had these boxes. Why did you want them? The answer, in addition to having every right under the Presidential Records Act, is that these boxes were containing all types of personal belongings, many things, shirts and shoes and everything. As can be seen in the picture where someone, not me, I wonder who it might have been, dumped one of the very neatly arranged boxes.
Who was
on
it?
the floor. They were full of newspapers, press clippings, thousands of pictures, thousands and thousands of White House pictures. The White House photographers, some are with us today. They took so many pictures and we saved all of them and they're in those boxes. Clothing, memorabilia, and much more. I hadn't had a chance to go through all the boxes. It's a long, tedious job. It takes a long time, which I was prepared to do, but I have a very busy life. I've had a very busy life. They make it more busy because you're always fighting.
Okay. This guy needs to put on a yarmulke or something. Not this guy. I don't know why I switched cameras there. You see down here, like, this is so distracting. I'm so distracted right now. I am not going to have any useful takes here. So if you're not just here to see me ramble, then have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. I am not interested in anything he said before. Who is he implying dropped that box? And also I want to pull up let me pull up the picture they took. It's just a shit show. Everything's just a disaster. We're gonna go off the rails. Okay, check this out. Okay, this is the photo of all the documents in his bathroom. Hilarious. Okay, who has a chandelier in their bathroom? Raise your hand in chat if you have a chandelier in your bathroom, because that is wild. It even looks like there's a chandelier like where you're supposed to have your towels hanging. Okay, there's the photos. Yo, does Trump play guitar? The towel holder is a chandelier. Oh my God.
Y'all dealing with a different kind of animal here.
That is incredible. And here's all the newspapers and photos that they're talking about. Okay, I don't know who he's talking about dropping the box, but let's get back to it.
There seemed to be no rush. I wasn't in a rush because that decision was law. The other picture that was so viral, you remember that one, was angry and corrupt, was the photo staged by the FBI. And those that raided Mar-a-Lago, they were putting documents all over the floor. Remember that famous picture? All over, said confidential, said presidential, said all sorts of things. And it was supposed to be there like it was that way when they raided. It wasn't that way. They put them there, took the picture and released it illegally to the press. They took my medical records, my passport, my birth certificate, and apologized. They even brought a safecracker. This is a professional safecracker they brought into Mar-a-Lago. And they broke into my safe, and you know what they found? Nothing. There was nothing there.
Probably a lot of money.
According to the Presidential Records Act, which was a big deal, I was supposed to negotiate with Mara, which is exactly what I was doing until Mar-a-Lago was raided by gun-toting FBI agents. I had security tapes of it. I gave them security tapes of everything. In a flagrant violation of the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution, which protects the right against unreasonable search and seizure.
Yeah, we know.
And Sebastian, you covered very well, I must say. Very well. I'm not the one who thinks I'm above the law. I'm the one that followed the law. I'm the only one. It's Joe Biden and his corrupt Department of Injustice who think they are above the law. Never before have the true standards of justice in our country been more starkly revealed. Joe Biden had troves of classified documents from his time as vice president and even as a senator, which was completely and totally illegal. In fact, other senators heard about it. Dick Durbin heard about it. You have to see his response. There's no way that's totally illegal. Took him as a senator out of his stuff. They were shocked when they found out. They actually thought it was impossible to do. Biden sent 1,850 boxes to the University of Delaware, making the search very, very difficult for anybody.
I am dying.
And he refuses to give them up, and he refuses to let people even look at them, and then they say how he's behaving so nicely. Many of Biden's classified documents were in...
I'm gonna skip forward because I am falling asleep. This is the most boring thing I've ever heard. I'm so tired of Trump. This is the boring stuff that Trump's been doing for the last, 4 years. They're unfairly targeting me. This is a witch hunt. Not only am I not doing anything wrong, but they're the ones that are doing everything wrong. It's like, dude, we know. Dude, we get it. What's the solution? What's the solution? Because we know what's going on. We're not retards. We've seen this stuff going on forever. Anyone who's paying attention, if you don't know what's going on by now, you're never going to understand what's going on because they are flagrant about it. I don't need a 30-minute speech on why they're actually the bad guys. Dude, I know. That's why I'm wearing the hat. Everyone there already knows. Who is he talking to? There are no centrists in America anymore. Who is watching this speech? Who is this speech for? Who's watching this and being like, oh, you know what? I never thought about that. I can't believe that they did that. You know what? I'm about Trump now. That person doesn't exist. It's not a real person. So why are we having a half-hour speech on it? Talk about what you're going to do to solve these things. We know what's going on. Talk about how you're going to solve it. I hope he gets into it. I don't want to cut it short just because I hope he gets into it. But, I mean, good gracious. And this audio quality obviously is driving me nuts. I'm about to freak out. I'm about to lose a screw here. I'm going to... Here, we'll keep watching, but I'm gonna start skipping through because we need to get to some juicy stuff, or I'm gonna have to kill myself. And by that I mean I would never kill myself.
Chinatown, D.C., Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Which is shocking considering his family receives so much money from China. I wonder how many times the friends of ours from China review those documents. Chinatown, D.C. Others were unsecured at his so-called Penn Biden Center in Washington, which paid Biden approximately $1 million a year. The money supposedly coming from China and still other classified documents were strewn all over his garage floor, where his now famous Corvette is stored. He's so proud of that car.
Oh, Corvette. It said Porsche.
There was no
earlier.
security, and the door was left open most of the time. It was open. All of those classified documents, all of those documents.
Okay, get it.
Do you mind? Have a drink. It's a little bit cooler than it was. It's pretty hot.
That was literally the most exciting part of this speech so far. The best part of his speech was him drinking water.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Great birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Nice birthday, isn't it?
Pretty sweet birthday present. Okay, they're going to sing happy birthday.
When caught, Hillary then deleted an acid wash. Nobody does that because of the expense, but it's pretty conclusive. 33,000 emails in defiance of a congressional subpoena. Already launched. The subpoena was there, and she decided to delete acid wash and then smash and destroy her cell phones with a hammer.
Awesome.
Participating in abstraction.
Okay, dude, we get it.
He destroyed them and cut Horrific violations of my rights by crooked Joe Biden's weaponized. Mine's not such a nice person. Mine's a deranged lunatic.
Wait, who?
What do you want to learn from the Times? What do you want to learn from leaks? What do you want to learn from the people we're supposed to learn from? It's like a leaking sieve in Washington. But we learned nothing about the Biden bribery scheme or special counsel Robert Hur's investigation. Robert Hur is doing the Biden investigation. He's a very respected, very nice person. Very nice person. Mine's not such a nice person. Mine's a deranged lunatic. Which are many times the magnitude of ours in both number and severity. That's the prosecutor that they gave. He has found nothing. He totally exonerated Mike Pence. I'm happy about that.
I'm not.
Nothing wrong, but he happened to have classified documents in his house.
Mike Pence is a rat.
Exonerated him, and Biden is a different story, but so much. You have to really think about what I said. Just become very experienced at that. Congratulations. But Eric is fantastic, and what he and Don and Ivanka and the whole group, it's what they've gone through, and these are serious people. These are serious people, but what he's done to my family, what they have done to my family is horrible. He also tried to railroad John Edwards on a completely bogus legal theory that didn't hold up in court. It's no wonder this raging lunatic was shipped off to The Hague to prosecute war criminals using globalist tribunals, not beholden to the Constitution or the rule of law. Two things Jack Smith clearly disdains. You take a look at this guy. He looks like a thug.
Ah!
I watched him make a speech the other day and he was trembling.
Holy.
They all go through, they know what we've gone through, and they see it, and they see it. And even future Republican candidates, which they do. We must end it permanently, and we must end it immediately. Now that the seal, so important, is broken, the seal is broken. And what they've done, they should never have done this. This was an unwritten rule. You just don't. Unless it's really bad. But you just don't. But the seal is now broken. In addition to...
I'm done. I've had enough of this dog shit. No more of this. And I'm sorry that this even happened. I apologize for this stream. No wonder I couldn't find this dude. Turn on some music. No wonder I couldn't find this. Literally the most boring thing I've ever watched in my entire life. Damn, I look good. Damn. Okay. Actually, the most boring speech I've ever heard in my entire life. Good gracious, man. Okay, so for those of you, if there's anyone watching that does not know, this is why Trump has been so difficult to support since he left office. I don't know who's writing his speeches these days. Whoever's writing his speeches needs to get thrown into... What can I say without Fed posting? Whoever's writing his speeches needs to stop writing his speeches. Actually, the worst. Here's the thing. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. I already said this. If you can find one person in America that doesn't realize that Biden is weaponizing the DOJ against Trump, I'll pay you $1 billion. I'll go into debt paying people $1 billion for anyone that they can find. Literally everyone knows that. So what's next? I want to support Trump so bad, man. We need a visionary. I understand that the first person to stand up always gets shot down, but it's so frustrating because you'll see glimpses of Trump in there. You'll see glimpses of the man the myth, the 2016 Trump, the 2015 Trump, the Trump that everyone likes, whether you love to hate him or whether you love him, you'll see glimpses every once in a while. And this is why it's so addictive. It's like, you just get that little hit. It's a little hit. And then you start fiending for more. It is intoxicating to have someone in today's culture, today's politics, go out and say something that a real human being would say. Sorry for bumping the mic. I'm not used to wearing a hat. It's intoxicating to see someone go out and say, they just let you do it. It's intoxicating for someone to go out there and say we're going to build a wall and have Mexico pay for it. And then slowly but surely he gets infiltrated, he gets subverted, and maybe he's just not the guy. Like, Trump himself seems to be the guy. The problem is he is playing their game. And by playing their game, you have to rely on people who don't get it. You need advice from those people. You need them to write your speeches. You can't run a political campaign by yourself. It doesn't matter how wealthy you are. You can't just do it by yourself. At some point, you need to bring people in, particularly if you get the job, which he did. And that opens you up to subversion. There is a system built up that they do not want to be subverted. And so they're not going to let it. Simple as that. And if your message, after seeing what has gone on, if your message is not, this is what's happening, and then very quickly after, this is what we're going to do to fix it, and run on that, Trump still hasn't addressed 2020. He hasn't addressed the election fraud, and he's talked about it, but he has not addressed how he's going to fix it. There is a clear problem. Whether or not people were sitting there changing votes or writing in fake names, dead people voting, all the stuff that's been rumored, and there's a lot of evidence of that stuff, right? So even giving the benefit of the doubt, saying that that wasn't going on, mail-in ballots with no voter ID is busted. If you wanted to fake an election, if you wanted to push your foot on the scale, you would make it so that you don't have to prove anything, that votes come in by mail from the vote fairy. Put a ballot under your pillow and the vote fairy comes by and writes in whatever the fuck they want. So, Donald Trump, why have you not addressed this? How are you going to fix it? It's almost like he doesn't even care. I don't get it, man. We know that Joe Biden is weaponizing the DOJ. Going out and crying about how unfairly you're being treated. What? It's so easy. He's like almost there. Maybe he doesn't have the solutions, or maybe people are telling him that he can't say the solutions. It's like, dude, stop. Require voter ID. Like, we need to do something. Mail-in ballots don't work anymore. Ta-da. An entire vector of attack. I hope, and this is like the 5D, 8D chess argument, I hope that he has a plan come closer to the election, but I don't think that there's time for anything to be implemented. You need to start talking about this now. You need to get people rallying behind you at this point. So, yeesh, man. The white pill, though, is that Trump the best has been brought out by DeSantis and by, I think Ye and Nick pushed him a little bit better, honestly. After Mar-a-Lago, he started to change up his positioning a little bit. But now that he's just handily beating DeSantis, there is no need for that dog to come out. That dog doesn't... Trump's got that dog in him, and it only comes out very specific times. And frankly, he's like 70... What? 70... How old is Trump right now? He's 70-something. I can't even imagine trying to run for president He's 70 years old when he was inaugurated in 2017. Wait, just tell me how old he is. 1946? Just tell me a number. How old is he? He's 77. Okay. So Trump is 77 years old. Can you imagine being 77 years old and running for president? Like, of course he's getting subverted. He just doesn't have the gusto anymore. I love him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Trump, and I'll vote for Trump. But he's not our savior. You know, as much as I want him to be, he's not our savior. But the white pill here is that the first person to come along is never our savior. You know, the first person to come along always gets shot down. The best we can hope for at this point, and this is what I have been saying for a while just in private circles, is the best we can hope for is that Trump reveals once again how busted the system is. I mean, maybe that's his plan with complaining about it all the time. Maybe he doesn't care if he wins. I don't know. But the best that can come of it right now is that the system reveals itself more and more and more. Iron says Trump should tell his base to use mail-in ballots. Yeah. It just isn't how... It's just a little weird because it doesn't... Democrats always do mail-in ballots. Like, there's mail-in ballots. The problem is COVID. COVID allowed them to do a lot of funky stuff with mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots themselves are not the problem necessarily. It's that they used to be a lot more restrictive. There used to need to be very specific reasons. But conservatives always vote on the day of. So I think if you have a ton of mail-in ballots for Trump, it's kind of sussy. What he needs to do is he needs to, I don't know, before 2020, everyone was saying the same stuff too, though, so it's just tough. I mean, Trump doesn't have the system behind him. The system does not want Trump in, so who's going to rig the mail-in ballots? Nobody's going to rig the mail-in ballots for Trump. The system hates him. The system doesn't want him in at all. So, all right. Well, kind of a bummer, I suppose. I was hoping for some juiced up stuff because he's been pretty good lately. The further DeSantis falls behind, the more lame Trump we're going to see. Someone needs to inject him with tiger blood. Charlie Sheen needs to merge. They need the fusion dance. Charlie Sheen and Donald Trump need to fusion dance. Become a wacky, coked up robot president. It's the only way I see. I don't know. Did you guys see when he went to like a diner right after he got indicted and just bought food for everyone? And it was kind of awesome. He's still got it somewhere in him, but it just isn't where it needs to be. I wish I had a better take for you guys. I wish there was more content here, but very disappointing. Such a bummer. It really just could be so much better. But I don't know how you're expected to be 80 years old being the president of the United States after you're a billionaire. The fact that he did it once in 2016 when he was 70, that's crazy in and of itself. I don't know who has it in him to do that when you're 80. I mean, Joe Biden's 78, and you see how he's holding up. He's one step away from the grave, literally and figuratively. We need an age cap on president. You know, here's my take for today. We need an age cap on presidents. You can't have an 80-year-old running for president. I don't even want him to drive. When's the last time you saw an 80-year-old that was functioning? Why are we letting them run the country? Don't. There should be a cutoff. There should be a minimum age and there should be a maximum age. You should be getting people in their prime. 35 to 60. Right? That's the gap. Those are the extremes. No one younger than 35, no one older than 60. I think you should honestly probably be able to knock that down to 30. I think there's a reason. 35, I guess, is like kind of... I wonder, do you guys know why 35 was the original? The original earliest age? I know it's about like quote-unquote maturity, but what it does is it prevents young guns with ideal aspirations. It prevents them from getting in and having sway. So it's almost like you need to be 35 so that they have time to sink their teeth into you. It's almost... If I was a conspiracy-minded person, I would say that you need to be a certain age so that they have time to gather dirt on you. I mean, if there's a 20-year-old with a vision, like, let him do it, you know? I don't know what the cutoff would be in my mind, but we need young revolutionary ideas. Our country is boned, bro. So I'm open to hear from people, you know. What's the ideal age here? 20. You should be 25, between 25 and 55 to be president of the United States. I don't want anyone older. I don't want anyone younger. They need to have some energy in them still. So they're not just complaining and sleeping and eating ice cream and trying to squeak out a few more years with the adrenochrome harvesting. So, all right, guys, that's the show for today. I'm going to call it there. Otherwise, I'm just going to be rambling about adrenochrome. I'm going to noodle a little bit more on the presidential age. I wonder why 35 was initially put in there. Certainly, there needs to be a cap. I don't think that you can look at our current two options and say that that being able to run for president into your 80s is a good idea. Because it's just clearly not a good idea. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, and I guarantee you it will be better. We're not going to watch a banana phone Trump video. Yeah, maybe I'll cover that more in depth tomorrow, Iron. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. Big round of applause for Donald Trump. Snap out of it, Donald. We need you. We need you back, dude. Come back to us.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.